some of the analogies I was thinking about here too is that a lot of people were talking about moving because of the additional money. But what I've heard from a lot of the players that have moved is it's about a lifestyle change as well. It's about less golf because when you think about maybe making the same money, let's just say it's the same money, an opportunity to improve your lifestyle, maybe travel less, some of those things. And the reason I bring that up is because do you think that sometimes people like us as employees or people that work for a company think too much about the compensation number and not necessarily about some of the other benefits that they might get? And if you move to another company that may not have those, you might be giving up something that was a really great benefit. It was hard to quantify in terms of dollars, but you really enjoyed it. And I think about different work week hours or flexibility, telecommuting, and there's all sorts of things now that workers can get that might not be reflected in the paycheck, but are we overlooking some of that? Or do employees and workers sometimes overlook that because we're so focused on the
I think you're right
bottom
on.
line
I
compensation?
100% agree with you that there's a whole package that sort of every employee gets, and some of those are your actual package, if you will, like your comp and your health benefits and those like kind of the typical benefit package. And then there's the things you get for being a part of the organization that you're a part of that everyone gets. And those are totally undervalued in my opinion. They're not even considered in the same conversation because they don't feel as special because they're not just for you or something. I'm not quite sure. But we do kind of get fixated on that number. What do I make per hour? What do I make per year? We get so stuck on that. And you're right that as we've all now gone through this tumultuous period the last 2.5 years, I think people are leaning more now toward thinking about other things, other types of benefits. Like they love having access to wellness programs and having access to a mental health coach or having access to volunteer hours that maybe even well-being hours in some cases that are just being given to employees to help because it's just been a stressful last few years. So I think it's shifting in the right direction, and I think that people need to consider the complete package, the complete conversation as they're weighing different options if they're looking at different roles, because you're right that you could lose something that you actually didn't really realize you like so much until you don't have it anymore. And that's kind of a little bit of a picture of our financial life too, that sometimes we take things for granted and then all of a sudden it's gone or we no longer have access to it anymore. And we wish we would have saved for retirement, right? Like, gosh, I wish I would have saved earlier. I hear that all the time from people. Oh, just wish I would have saved earlier. And it's hindsight 2020 kind of thing where you get older and realize, oh my gosh, I should have taken advantage of that. Just like if you're getting a benefit that you're not utilizing. So they're there to be used. They're offered for employees to use them. And so if you're not leveraging benefits, see what you have available to you. You might even have, I mean, even in today's day and age, you might even have access to some discounts for different things to save money that you didn't even know were there, but it's super easy to take advantage of.